Niagara in the Morning with Tim Dennis. Weekday mornings on News Talk 610 CKTB. Filling in is Matt Holmes.
Yeah, we're closing in on 7:30. Shelby Knox will have your news in just a few moments' time. A little later on, Rod Hood's going to join us. We'll talk the Leafs and Habs opening their playoff series tonight. But right now, it is Help Kids Shine Month for the folks over at the Niagara Children's Center. Of course, every year, raising money and funds for children in Niagara who require therapy and support services, youth with physical, developmental, communicative delays, and disabilities. Go over to the website, 610ckTB.com, for lots of information and ways to donate. But this morning, we are pleased to bring into the program Marla Smith, Director of Development over at the Children's Center. Marla, how you doing?
Good morning. Good. Thanks for having me on.
We're kind of, well, I guess we're a little bit past the halfway point. Things going all right with the campaign?
Yep, we've just passed the halfway point. We have 11 days left of the campaign, and we are at $150,000 of our $200,000 goal.
Ooh, we're getting awful close then, eh?
We are.
There's always trepidation, and I know, like, because last year you had to move the campaign, a few months, and now it seems like it's coming up closer. Like there had to be a little bit of I don't know what this is going to do in the long term, eh?
Absolutely. We were sitting there and we're like, okay, so kids in Niagara still need the support services that are taking place, even though we're going through a global pandemic. So how do we be respectful of what's going on in the world, but also continue to be true to the kids here that need therapy and support services? So it's a delicate dance we had to dance, and we actually set our most ambitious goal ever at the $200,000 mark this year.
Which that probably took there's probably somebody in the room going, do we really want to be, going that deep? Do we want to go as high as we can? But it's like, I think sometimes you just got to set it high and aim for the sun, right?
You know what? And it's also based on the need. Like we sit there going, we can't deny what the needs of our community are. And we can't pretend that they don't exist. We need to let people know that kids who need therapy and support services and their families, so that they can be the best people and they can continue the good work that many adults already in the community have been doing. We need to invest in those kids.
Well, and I guess just like everybody else too, this whole world of virtual this, virtual that, some in person, in terms of the cost to run programs, hasn't made it cheaper. I can't imagine it's made it cheaper.
It's made it different, that's for sure. So, of course, at Niagara Children's Center, we want to respect public health guidelines. So that means that there are times where we are doing virtual care with kids. So what that means is similar to how we're conversing today, our therapists are conversing with children in this way. But of course, they have to be very astute to what the kids' learning goals are and objectives are in order to create a virtual program to help them achieve those goals in a meaningful way. So it's really pushed our team to think outside some of those boxes.
Well, I think that's there's so many people that have fought with how to create what they do, pre-pandemic times and translate it into this online world. I constantly, I look at what teachers do every day and go, man, I know you're working tirelessly to try to figure out how this works in a new environment. I know with the scout group that I volunteer for, and trying to translate what we normally do in person, in the woods, to what we could do in front of a screen. It's tiring and it's hard to figure that out. And just on that same front, like the people working at the Children's Center, you're trying to do things that are face-to-face, that are very in person and personable, that it's going to be difficult to do.
Exactly. And even to build on that, every kid is different. So just like in the school setting where teachers have to sit there and go, how can I help Johnny who needs more frequent breaks and things like that? Our therapists are doing that as well in their therapy. But one of the real cool perks about the virtual therapy that we've been doing, and we are still doing lots of in person, but with respect to the virtual, is that oftentimes both parents can be at the session. When mom or dad needs to take time off work to take a child to the session, when you're coming to a therapy appointment in the home that's done virtually, often both parents are able to be there. So there's some really neat takeaways that we've been able to take advantage of. Transportation in the region, which can limit people in accessing some of these services, now has been eliminated. So there's some neat takeaways.
I was going to say, like, have you seen some people who may not have actually done as much, like visited as much or been as involved, be more involved just because it is easier for them?
Yeah, and it also like shaves down time. So for example, if you had an appointment at our St. Catharines main location, but you lived in Fort Erie, it could take you, let's say, 40 minutes to get to the appointment. You'd have an hour appointment and 40 minutes to get home. That's a substantial amount of time, like travel time, that a parent may have to take time off work. And we're eliminating some of that with this virtual care as well.
It's outstanding stuff that's going on, and we got it's the 20th today, so we got I can't remember how many days
11.
there are on this. We got 11 days. Okay, I knew you'd know right off the top of your head. We got 11 days left. I wanted to ask you the response to the Eat Local, the eating page, the restaurant deals. Like, this is fantastic. Have you seen some real good uptake on that?
Oh my gosh. So it's so neat. So this year we decided that we really wanted to help restaurants that were maybe hurting from the pandemic. And of course, promote Niagara Children's Center with donations as well. So many restaurants, about 15 of them, have come on board to have discounts for their restaurant deals with kickbacks to us. So our goal is just under $10,000 from those restaurants, and we have been having such fabulous uptake from people who are able to contribute that way.
It was one of those things. Like, that's a great idea, and I could see people, especially because those who have been able to order out more are ordering out more. And yeah, just it's might as well support all these great restaurants that need the help. Well, we got like you said, 11 days left, and how much further till the goal?
We have 50,000 left, but what we have is a really tangible goal for people. We're looking for one monthly donor a day for the rest of the campaign in order for us to help close that gap. And a monthly donation can be any amount. It could be $10, it could be $20, $25, $50 a month. And we're looking for one a day. And if you go to helpkidsshine.ca, you can sign up to make a contribution today. And those funds for monthly donors will be matched by Walker Industries and Freedom Mobile.
That's perfect. I'm sure there's somebody out there listening today. Just one of them out there listening today that can sign up for a monthly donation. Marla, we'll talk again soon. We got to 11 days. Thanks.
Thank you for having me on.
Take care. There is Marla Smith over at the Niagara Children's Center again, and then go to 610cktb.com to learn more. You can go over to the Niagara Children's Center website, niagarachildrenscenter.com, for those spots to grab dinner, and it all goes back to the Help Kids Shine campaign, helping so many wonderful kids and families and all these services at the Niagara Children's Center, which each and every year we're very proud to be a part of this campaign. Shelby Knox has your 7:30 news.